Tonight, the Quinnipiac University Bobcats will take on the Farmingdale State Rams. Tonight, we are here to recognize and honor the memory and legacy of Gerrin Hagen. In January 2023, Garen's life was cut short after being struck by an automobile during school dismissal. Garen was a senior at Long Beach High School and a part of the regional hockey community. He was a 4-year member of the LDH's varsity hockey team, serving as assistant captain and captain his junior and senior years respectively. He also served as a captain of the 2022-2023 Northwell 18U team. Garen's aspirations included playing college hockey. He was accepted to Farmingdale State College in December 2022 and was recruited by the FSC hockey program. Just days before impact, Garen decided to attend Farmingdale State College to study construction management and was very much looking forward to playing hockey for the Rams. Garen was also a proud member of the Long Beach community. He was a student athlete who cherished representing his city and defended his island as a hockey and lacrosse player. Garen was also a Long Beach player. He instantly gravitated to the serious responsibilities that came with being a guard and worked hard to ensure his training would not fail him or those he protected. Garen volunteered for and participated in various charitable events with organizations such as the Ancient Order of Hibernians, Division 17, Long Beach Polar Bears, and Beach Lacrosse. As a Long Beach Ice Arena employee, he coached and mentored young children in the house league and New York Rangers Learn to Skate programs. Through his class, Garen is described as a friend to all. He had a unique way of making others feel included. He was very aware of fellow classmates and teammates, especially those younger than him, and ensured they felt welcome and included. This is especially true for several developmentally disabled young people who Garen developed friendships. Garen was committed to bettering himself, all teams he was a part of, and his community. His confidence and strength of character gave him the courage to face challenges laid before him, whether the on or off the ice challenge. He approached others with kindness and sensitivity and felt a strong obligation to come to the aid of anyone in need. He was a leader on and off the ice, always putting the best interests of the team first. Garen recognized his role and lived accordingly, committed to the team, whatever the team environment he was in. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to welcome Garen's family out onto the ice. His father, Chris, his mother, and his sister, Garen. At this time, I would like to welcome Farmingdale State Captain Gerrin Hagen as he presents the family with Garen's number 23 jerseys. Garen's number 23 will forever be retired here at Farmingdale State College in Garen's memory. circle will be hung behind the home bench of the Farmingdale State Rams this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in a moment of silence to remember the life of Gerrin Hagen. Thank you. To center us, where the AAU family and the G2H Foundation would like to recognize him as the 2023 recipient of the Gerrin Hagen Memorial Award in recognition of your exemplary character, leadership, commitment to the team, and dedication to the Northwell State College hockey program. Congratulations, John. Now we would like to invite the Rams to center ice for a full team picture with Garen's family.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Al Arbor Rink here at the Northwell Health Ice Center on Long Island, New York. You're watching live on the LI Sports Network. My name is Jordan DeLuciano and it's AAU Division I Empire Conference matchup as the Farmingdale State College Rams are set to take on the Quinnipiac University Bobcats. For those just joining us, tonight is a very special night here on the island as it is Gerrin Hagen night. We honor the young man who this past offseason committed to play here at Farmingdale and tragically passed away before the season started. And we're honoring him and his family as well as the G2H Foundation in honor of the young man himself, Gerrin Hagen. For those watching at home, whether it be on the TV, you can scan that barcode on the top right corner. And for those watching on your phone on YouTube, you can check the info right underneath the video for a way to find out more information about the G2H Foundation as well as donate for a very good cause. But we're underway here on the island. First place, Quinnipiac in the Empire Conference. They sit 3-2 on this very young year. Farmingdale had a game just the other day as they are 2-1 on the season. That one's deflected into the glass. Farmingdale knocked off Marist on Friday night. Both of Farmingdale's wins this year coming against Marist College. Marist is an out-of-league matchup as that one loss on the Rams schedule is a 4-3, overtime loss to Fordham. Last season, Farmingdale took the head-to-head matchup against the Bobcats. Both these teams made the AAU National Tournament. Quinnipiac was knocked out in the final game of pool play as Farmingdale made it out of pool play but was eliminated by Empire Conference rival Fairfield in the quarterfinals. Nice move there by Jonathan Parker to get around Brennan, but he meets a body check for his troubles in the corner. Quinnipiac coming off a very impressive win against the aforementioned Fairfield, a 6-0 shutout. Ryan Solomon with the 25-save win. He's in net once again for the team in blue and yellow. It's dropped now. Laricchio, stripped from behind by Jake Russo. Jake Russo had 2 goals in that 6-0 win as that one's fought off and they score! Just like that, it's Eric Immel on the rebound. Farmingdale up 1-0 early. And it was a nice move by Duffy off the boards. Solomon could not control the rebound off the chest. And it was only one whack for Eric Immel. And just a little over 2 minutes in, the Rams up 1. Ryan Solomon had a 50-save performance against St. Bonaventure this season, a game in which Quinnipiac lost 2-0, so it easily could have been a lot worse without Ryan Solomon in net. But this Quinnipiac group has let up 30 or more shots in all but one game this year as the net goes flying off as Meadow was knocked into the cage. Their leading scorer and point getter, Quinnipiac, Jake Russo. 4 goals, 1 assist at 5 points. He has 3 goals in his last 2 games. And that was helped out by that 2-goal performance most recently against Fairfield as Meadow's shot did not get all of that one as the stick snaps in half. Bridgewood in front, Immel again, and he missed wide. And for the second time in just under a minute, the net comes flying off as Bridgewood takes exception behind the net. Now everyone's tangled up. So Immel that close to making it 2-0 Eric Immel. Just about 3 minutes into this one. And it was the man himself. He started that play behind the net, and then Bridgewood found him in the high slot, and Quinnipiac caught sleeping. Jacob Noyes right there. Could not pick up Immel. He had a man in front as well as number 16 for Farmingdale slipped right between the cracks. Immel had a very strong showing at the AAU National Championships last year, helping Farmingdale get out of pool play for the first time since 2020. It'll be Siani up the boards towards Bohm. Bohm picked up his first 2 points of the year, both assists in their most recent game on Friday, a 5-1 win against the Marist Red Foxes. Whipped in by Chaconis, meets the body of Ryan Murray, as David Vergules will send it in deep, left there for Jake Temkin. This will be Temkin's second game of the year. He split the first game of the year with Joseph DeCanio, as Temkin had 18 saves and no goals allowed in that opener against Marist. Siani meets up multiple checks, and he's still going. He gets some help down low by Bohm. Bohm can't go to the point, but it gets kicked away to Brennan. Brennan down low to Bohm. Bohm off the boards, leads for Brennan again. Looks to the net, goes to the net, and off the leg in front. We'll take a hit. A man in Dylan Smith. Dylan Smith, one of two Rams forwards that got their first collegiate goal in their 5-1 win against Marist. As Brandon Hughes got the game started on a short-handed goal for his first collegiate goal. Umbro, the defenseman, pitching up, and we scooped up by Pasquin on goal, and the first stop of the night is made by Temkin. Farmingdale could bounce through. Talked about it if you joined the broadcast during the Marist game. They have two goaltenders they can go to. Temkin right now, DeCanio is the other one, and they can also have three with Kyle Marciona as well. So they have a three-headed monster back there. All the way down, icing arm up, and icing will be the call. This Quinnipiac team, a team that went through a coaching change early on in the season last year. They had some former students, or should I say former players, jump behind the bench to finish the year, and then they got a new coaching staff for this 2023 season. But Jonathan Parker wins it clean, fired on goal, and it never made it to the cage as Umbro's shot was knocked down. Umbro around the boards, pitching in on the defense, but not able to keep it. It'll be McCann leaving for Hawkins. This top line had a very solid performance on Friday, now cutting right through the middle, and knocked off the puck was Benjamin Cohen. Farmingdale 2-on-2 the other way. Signoretti dances around one. He's got McCann with him. Signoretti, and it's sicked away by Solomon. Right off the bench, it's Rotan trying to go back in front, get his own rebound. Knocked away by Cassadine. And it's Hawkins now slapping at it, and that one's wide of the cage. Signoretti fans on the pass as the D group has to pick it up at their own blue line. At Farmingdale top line, John McCann, a goal and 2 assists on Friday. Matthew Hawkins picked up an assist, and Luciano Signoretti had 2 goals in that 5-1 win. Signoretti has a goal in every game this season. Noyes is shot, once again smothered by Temkin. Luciano Signoretti, number 86 for Farmingdale out of Smithtown, New York, was with the Division III team last year. So last year in AAU, there was Division II and Division III. That one's blocked aside by Temkin, and Rotan will scoop it up. So big jump for Signoretti, but he's making the most out of it as Duffy will try to skip around Paracas. Levesque around the boards, waiting there is Noyes, last year's leading goal scorer and point producer for the Bobcats. As we have a penalty behind the play, it's going to be against Farmingdale. Let's see if we can find it here. Is it Duffy collision? And they're going to call Duffy there. So Duffy will sit for 2, I believe, with a little bit of a high hit in the corner. So once you get those hands up, you get near the head, you're going to get called. As first power play of the night goes to Quinnipiac. Farmingdale took 12 penalties on Friday, but still came out with the win against Marist. Not able to exit. Sending it back in is O'Donnell. It's O'Donnell, Loricchio, Jason Brennan, and Jacob Kravitz, the penalty killers for Farmingdale. As Aiden McGinn will play it in his skates, and they'll have to try it again. As that one's off a leg all the way out of play, as everyone looks to be all right in the crowd. You'll see the sign, the words on the glass, watch for flying pucks. As we pack them in here, it's very tight environment, so you always got to keep your head up. Even me, myself up here. As I think we got a kid with the puck. So first puck goes to the kid with the black sweatshirt. It's McTavish. He'll peel off on the boards, wait for help, finds Umbro. Umbro looking across, broken up by Kravitz. As will be scooped up, sent down, almost into the Farmingdale bench by Dylan Smith. Nice reverse hit there by Jacob Noyes, sending down Ciani. With just about 40 left on the first power play of the game. Noyes links up with Zach Glass. Glass will peel off and try to set it up. Glass, McTavish, across, picked up, fired, blocked away by Temkin. Kozakowski. McTavish knocked down in front again, and Temkin will hold. So the best looks of the power play for Quinnipiac coming right at the end of it, as we're just under 20 left on that man advantage. That was like a knuckleball. That puck was bouncing for the moment it was released. As the Bobcats will go back to work. McTavish, man knocked down in front, we play on. Cross-ice pass, under 10 on the man advantage. Kozakowski. McTavish shot blocked in front, picked up by Umbro, sticked away into the netting by Temkin with 1 second to spare. Nice block by Farmingdale, doing a solid job on this PK, getting in front of those shooting lanes. As we go back to 5-on-5, Farmingdale 1 for 1 on the kill, as that one will go all the way down for an icing. 11:21 left in the opening frame. Still 1-0 Farmingdale thanks to the goal by Eric Immel. That'll be Immel's first of the year, a goal and assist for the sophomore out of Merrick. It'll be scooped up by Rotan, looking for Immel. Immel's looking for it in his skates, as he'll enter offensive zone ice. Leaves at Bridgewood, goes right back to him. Immel, Meadow takes a spill in the corner, as Immel will skate past him. Thrown on net, stick the side by Solomon, but there's Meadow. Meadow trying to catch it in his skates. Leads for Bridgewood. Bridgewood out of the corner on net and wide of the glove. Big hit at the blue line as Rotan was on the receiving end of that. That was all Benjamin Cohen. Nice move by Bridgewood to avoid a hit, but Immel was offsides. Farmingdale will send out their top line right now. Emmons wins the draw cleanly for the Bobcats. Chaconis, he'll peel off, cut to the middle, as that one goes wide of everyone. Signoretti will chop it, glove down by Umbro. McCann onside with Signoretti, will go to the corner. That'll be Zach Raposa battling with Signoretti. Looking for Hawkins. Hawkins has to play it. Peel off. Go Brennan. Brennan winds, bluffs, fires. Knocked down in front. Comes rack towards Brennan. Can't keep it. Back the other way is Quinnipiac. There's a little bit of friendly fire there. Derails the entry. Had a man wide open there. Could not slow it down was Alexander Chaconis. As Hawkins will try to go end-to-end himself, leaving it no one home as he looked for McCann. But now Chaconis with speed, trying to get around a man. He does. Chaconis, as he's stripped at the last second by Jesse Burns with a big collision behind Temkin. And that was Chaconis with Burns. Chaconis slow to get off right now as Farmingdale with Duffy the other way. Duffy on net, knocked down. And played to Kevin Keene, who coughs it up to Laricchio. Taking a spill, but doing a good job of keeping the puck in front of him and preventing damage. But now it's Quinnipiac coughing it up in the offensive zone and sent back down to Bobcat ice. No icing there. First on at Pesquin, but it's broken up by Riley McGregor. Laricchio pushes it for Duffy, one-on-one the other way. Duffy fires off the glove and into the glass. O'Donnell trying to stuff it in front, but it'll be smothered by Solomon. Solomon this year, great numbers, 3.02 goals against average, a .927 save percentage. He's started in every single game. He did get pulled once. It was a part of their 7-1 loss to Niagara. Quinnipiac has had a tough schedule to start this season. Their 3 wins, 6-4 against Babson. Babson 2 years ago were the national champions. 3-2 win against University at Buffalo, and 6-0 against Fairfield. That was their most recent one. And their 2 losses, 2-0 to St. Bonaventure and 7-1 against Niagara. So a tough hill to climb for Quinnipiac early on. Bridgewood wrap around Immel, and it stops Solomon. Minio slams away at it and getting the stoppage. A little bit of shoving here with Minio. You got Minio and Aiden McGinn. Ref falls down. And we'll see if we get anything out of this one. But Immel, once again, oh so close to getting his second of the night. So let's see if we get any discipline here. It looks like Minio will go to the box, and I think Aiden McGinn will follow suit. The 6'1" defender out of Bronxville, New York. We're gonna have now 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Bridgewood and Immel will stay out there for the Rams. They'll be protected by Murray and Rotan. And on the dot will be Jonathan Parker, for the Bobcats. Got Glenn Considine flanking him on the wing. Zach Raposa back there. And now scooping it up will be Alex Umbro. Umbro chased down by Bridgewood. Offside's arm is up. Quinnipiac did not notice it. So that face-off will come out of the zone. Dylan Bridgewood, 6'2" freshman out of Syosset, New York, was not in the lineup on Friday, getting a look with Immel and Meadow. A little bit of change of lines, combinations for head coach Joe Mazie and Farmingdale. It'll be Jonathan Parker now, 1 against 3, trying to shield off Ryan Murray. Parker had a goal in that recent 6-0 win against Fairfield, getting some help on the boards by Umbro. Umbro, cross ice, scooped up by Raposa. Raposa leading this Quinnipiac team in assists. Nice move around one, coughs it up, and now it might be a foot race. Ryan Murray, the defenseman for Farmingdale, will be first on it, as no one's in front as the other three were changing. Risky pinch, no one home on the poke check, but a generous bounce for Farmingdale, so no harm, no foul. Quinones will send it in deep. On the chase is Hawkins. Just about 40 left on the 4-on-4. Quinones wants it. He's got to wait for McCann to get it to him, and he does. Kozakowski. Up the boards, McTavish. Broken up by Kravitz. And he'll find McCann, but a little bit too slow on the process, as Quinnipiac will take control. Slow moving pace right near in the dying seconds of this 4-on-4. As it feels like both teams are just waiting for it to get 5-on-5 here. That one got a piece of the ref, but he looks all right down there. We're back to 5-on-5 as Minio and McGinn hop out of the box. It'll be Riley McGregor now for the Rams. Nice move at the blue line to keep it. Another better move to keep it a second time. Duffy turns, fires, kicked away, rebound, and make it 2 for Solomon. Duffy has had a strong first period so far. McGregor to keep it as it's knocked down on the hash wall. Out to the high slot, and a 2-on-1 the other way for the Bobcats. It's Jacob Noyes. Noyes fires one, and it's smothered by Temkin. Jacob Noyes, last year's leading goal scorer and point producer, looking for his 3rd of the year there. And he had a man with him, but the passing lane got clogged up pretty quickly by Jesse Burns. The only option there was to shoot it for Noyes. Off the draw, stick goes flying. That's Chaconis' stick, as the David Vergul's shot was blocked. Duffy on the boards, goes in the corner. Loricchio will scoop up on the far side. To the point, Rotan fires one. We have a penalty though, and it's gonna be against Farmingdale for interference. Second time tonight, Duffy will go to the box. Third time this period, Farmingdale will send a man to the box. Second time though, Farmingdale will beat down a man. The penalties mounted up against Marist on Friday, as they have in all 3 games for the Rams this year. And they're continuing that trend here in the first frame. Cross ice, Kozakowski trying to go backdoor pass to Umbro, could not connect. And there's a spill, and it's Ciani with space, short-handed, muscled away by Solomon as Ciani crashes into the boards. But now back the other way, it's another breakaway for Zach Glass, but it's called dead on an offsides. So Siani on one end, taking advantage of the spill at center ice. Siani was all right after the spill into the boards. And Quinnipiac, just as quickly as they let up a breakaway, almost had a breakaway. But they were whistled down for offsides as Zach Glass was just ahead of the pass. That one looked offsides as well. Farmingdale bench not happy about that, but we play on. Pin on the boards, to the blue line it goes, Kozakowski. He'll walk the line, finds McTavish. McTavish fires off a stick into the glass. Glass, off the glass, and then Zach Glass. But it'll be in the corner, pushed out to the blue line, and McTavish. Kozakowski now. Walks, fires, kicked out, rebound in the high slot, kicked out again. Temkin 2 for 2. As that one's banked off the boards, all the way down, and there's a penalty coming up against Quinnipiac. They're either gonna get noise or Umbro here. It's gonna be noise. Let's take a look at the replay here. Back-to-back stops by Temkin. First with the left pad, and then Umbro with the right pad. We have 5-on-4, but now it will be 4-on-4 after Quinnipiac negates their power play. So we'll get 4v4 for 48 seconds, and then Farmingdale will have a short 5-on-4 power play of their own. They get noise on the cross-check, and that came behind the play after Dylan Smith cleared it, as Signoretti goes flying into the boards. Raposa will slow it down as the 4-on-4 ticks away, and Farmingdale's short power play will begin as I speak. It'll be 1:12, 5-on-4 for the Rams. Brennan in his own zone, slowly moving up ice, finds the captain McCann. McCann pauses on the half boards, around we go. It'll be Signoretti. Coming off a 2-goal performance in Friday's win against Marist. Brennan to McCann. Trying to swing off. Brennan will help out. Good gap control right now by the Quinnipiac defense. Just about 30 left on the man advantage. Boom. Muscles it up to Signoretti. Brennan at the blue line. Looks to the net. Back towards Signoretti. Good poke there. And all the way down it goes. That was Zach Raposa, the defenseman of Newburyport, Massachusetts, that made the play. Signoretti now. O'Donnell to one-timing, boom, and he goes over the bar. McCann with 10 left. Brennan back to the captain. McCann into the corner. O'Donnell, McCann off a stick into the glass again. 2 seconds and 1, and 5-on-5 we go. Bohm will keep it, still Farmingdale, but as I say it comes out. 2-on-2 the other way for the Bobcats. It'll be Kevin Keene. Keene down the boards. Trying to dance his way to the front, does. Backhand pass broken up by Murray. As McCann will float it out. And Signoretti will go chase with Parakash on him. Kevin Keene on that rush that he was doing it by himself, didn't have much support as the Quinnipiac penalty killers were still out there, so they were in the middle of a line change while Kevin Keene was the one doing all the work. Just under a minute left in the first. It's Immel, the only goal scorer so far. And that'll be the man mentioned before, Keene, but he's stripped by Murray, and that one goes into the Quinnipiac bench. 45.2 left in the first period. A strong showing in the opening frame by Farmingdale. They have the only strike as of now. Meadow up the middle, broken up by Aiden Pasquin, and now Pasquin will do it himself and go around the boards. 25 left in the opening frame. Bridgewood in his skates, stripped by from behind. Multi-man collision there. No penalties as we truck on through. A little chippy here. That puck sent all the way down, icing waved off, and that might just kill the remaining seconds of this period. 5 seconds and 4, flip to center. Pasquin goes underneath the stick, and that will do it for the first. And Rotan did not like the fact Pasquin just took a chop at the puck, but both teams will exit the ice as we will head to the first period intermission. After one on the island, it's only Eric Immel's goal that stands as the Rams hold a 1-0 lead over Quinnipiac University. I'm going to take a timeout. I'm going to step away. When I return, it'll be the second period puck drop between Farmingdale and Quinnipiac on Gerrin Hagen night. You're watching AAU College Hockey live on the LI Sports Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to the Al Arbor Rink here at the Northwell Health Ice Center on Long Island, New York. Second period's underway between Empire Conference rivals here in the AAU. Farmingdale State College up 1-0 after a first period goal that came just minutes in, just over the 2-minute mark. Watch out on the bench. Just over 2 minutes into the period by Eric Immel. Farmingdale had the better of play in the first period, did wind up in the box, but that's as per usual. Limited the chances for Quinnipiac on their power plays as icing's waved off here. McCann beats it out. Goes to Signoretti and it's scooped by Solomon. To any of our viewers just joining us, and to our viewers that have been here since the beginning of the game, I'd like to also remind you guys tonight is Gerrin Hagen night. The G2H Foundation is here in collaboration with Farmingdale State College. We're honoring the young man who tragically lost his life right before the 2023 season. A young man that played hockey his whole life and was committed to play here at Farmingdale. If you ever get a shot or you see the Farmingdale bench in passing, you'll see his number 23 jersey hung up right behind the players on the bench. And that 23 number will forever be retired here at Farmingdale, as we'll get an icing. It's head coach Joe Mazie, assistant coach John Cipriano, and yep, right behind head coach Joe Mazie, that 23. If only if Joe Mazie would move out of the way. But yep, that 23 retired here at Farmingdale State College. Picked up. Good chance here for Quinnipiac, and it's backhanded over the net. High stick Farmingdale, rebound kicks out. Temkin makes the stop. Another chance goes wide for Quinnipiac, their best looks of the night. Quinnipiac pushing here, and it goes in. A relentless push by the Bobcats finds the back of the net as we're all tied up. It's going to be, I believe, Kozakowski on the assist. Oh, no, it's not. It's going to be Kozakowski on the goal as he found a spot right in front, and you could give the assist to Sean McTavish. That's just poor positioning for Farmingdale in front. I mean, Temkin was doing all the work himself. Farmingdale could not get the loose puck, could not pick out a loose man, and blue jerseys were going uncovered for multiple rebounds. So yes, it'll be the defenseman out of Maspeth, New York, Christopher Kozakowski, his second of the year. Farmingdale stays onside, pass across, goes behind Meadow. Penalty coming up against Quinnipiac on a hook. Let's see if we catch it here. It might have been on the zone entry as they might have gotten Bridgewood. Nope, they get Immel right there. Yep. And then Bridgewood gets a good look and elects to go to Meadow. Meadow with one of the best shots on the team, but it went behind him. Won cleanly by McCann. It'll be Jason Brennan now. Brennan, center point. Waits for a lane, finds it, and it's snagged by Solomon. Quinnipiac's best shift of the game, they wound up cashing in on it. They were relentless on those loose pucks, winning those loose puck battles, and they wound up getting past Temkin. Brennan tries to go to Hawkins, but they have to regroup at neutral zone ice. Signoretti to the captain, McCann. Walks the boards. He'll go around the cage away from the stick of Parakash. McCann flips to Brennan over his stick, but helped out by Hawkins, back center point. Brennan, back door, tap back to Hawkins. That was Signoretti on the goal line. Brennan shot, and again, gloved by Solomon. That glove has been quick and effective tonight for the goaltender out of Durham, Connecticut. Last season for Farmingdale, you would see them put Brennan in front of the net with that tall body to screen goaltenders, but then now they're electing to put him up top, and they have Ethan Boehm, who's another big body. They kind of have him in front, floating between the front of the net and the bumper spot, which is the high slot. So we're gonna come all the way back down. They're just gonna come right outside the zone as that one hit a Farmingdale player on the bench. Refs are gonna talk this one over and make sure they get the face-off right, and they'll come right out of the zone. It'll be Zach Glass shorthanded, one against the world right now, as the other three are just sitting back, letting them kill off some time. Laricchio to Minio. And Minio will do it himself with numbers underneath the stick of Laricchio, too hard on the pass. Kept in by Duffy, but not for long. One-on-one the other way, it'll be Jacob Noyes. Noyes winds, fires, as that goes wide of the cage. Just under 20 left on the man advantage. It'll be Bridgewood waiting for some help. Goes cross-ice to Laricchio. 10 left on the man advantage. Laricchio, hounded by Noyes, throws it to the net, bouncing free. And goes to Murray. Murray shot wide, scooped by Duffy, and 5-on-5 we go. Duffy into the corner. Tough angled shot, Bridgewood, sticked away by Solomon. Poked free, and again, one-on-one, foot race for this puck. Icing waved off. Jacob Noyes still out there. From the penalty kill, Noyes from behind the net. Knocked around the boards, and out comes Duffy. What numbers? Could be a 3-on-2 if they move, as they just stay onside. Minio in front, and it just missed Duffy's stick. McGregor towards the cage, and they score! It's Riley McGregor from the blue line, and Farmingdale's back up in front. It's 2-1. If that one did not hit any sticks on the way to the net, and by the replay everyone points at Riley McGregor, it will be his first collegiate goal, the freshman out of Manorville, New York, giving the Rams the lead. Turnaround shot sticked away by Temkin. Good response there by Farmingdale after the unsuccessful power play. Considine in front, just out of the reach there of Benjamin Cohen. If Cohen could have corralled that one in, he would have had a good look on goal. So Dylan Smith, back-to-back games with a point. He'll get the primary assist. Tim Duffy will get the secondary assist. And there will be another penalty on the play. They're getting a cross-check on, I think it's going to go against the Rams here. Looks like they're escorting Ciani, and that will be the case. There's Ciani right there, 36. Yeah, and there's the way. Yeah, that's going to go, especially because he came up high. You saw Ciani reposition his hands to get the cross-check form of a cross check, and then he went up and high with it. So that's going to go 10 times out of 10 as Temkin shoulders that away. McTavish, cross ice to Jacob Noyes. Noyes trying to go to the high slot. They'll be helped out by Umbro. Umbro trying to shift away from Daniel Rotan. He'll leave it, get it right back. Cross ice, picked up McTavish. McTavish towards the net, off a skate. And to the near side we go. The captain Noyes circles the zone. Umbro walks, fires, off the post. He had Temkin beat on the blocker, but did not beat that near side post. 50 left on the man advantage. It's McTavish again. Cross ice feed. Noyes couldn't get it on the one-timer, and it gave Temkin a chance to make the save. Great keep there by Umbro. We stay in the offensive zone. All Quinnipiac, it's Noyes. Noyes. Umbro bluffs the one-timer. McCann without a stick on the penalty kill. Shot wide of the blocker. It'll be Kozakowski, the lone goal scorer. Goes down low. And he'll get it right back as that puck bounced over the stick. Bluffs the shot with space. Kozakowski, stick save, and getting the whistle is Temkin. Farmingdale trapped in their own zone the whole time for that opening pretty much full 2 minutes. Quinnipiac pressing, they hit the post, controlled the offensive zone, but with 13 seconds left on the man advantage, still looking for that equalizer. Pasquin goes to the blue line. McGinn goes right back to Pasquin, and they play catch. McGinn, D to D Raposa. Raposa to the net, off a stick into the netting. Farmingdale's got 1 second exactly left on that penalty kill. And Ciani will then exit. Jonathan Parker out of Winthrop, Massachusetts on the dot, wins it to his winger. That's a tongue twister right there. And Quinnipiac still in the offensive zone. This puck will not leave the zone. Parker fans on the shot, stripped by O'Donnell, and the Rams finally exit with some numbers. Laricchio now. Laricchio goes to the backhand in front, could not find O'Donnell. Brennan walks a lot of space, and it's off a skate. Laricchio back in front, he'll get it right back. Duffy, tough angle, drags, fires, and around the boards it goes to Brennan. Kept in by Cohen. Cohen with the long flip, looking for Cassadine. As that puck was behind him, O'Donnell will send it right back in, and Duffy will go chase with Parakash. Duffy in front, almost had Laricchio, but it was sticked aside by Jonathan Parker. Looks like they're offside, yep, as O'Donnell just could not gain the blue line, so the face-off will come out. 11:26 left in the second period. It's a 2-1 Farmingdale lead as they enter this period up 1-0 thanks to the first period goal by Eric Immel. It was tied up by the Christopher Kozakowski goal, assisted by Sean McTavish, and then Farmingdale responded with Riley McGregor's first collegiate goal. Nick Emmons now in a foot race with Burns. Burns coughs it up, it'll be Chaconis. Chaconis, good pass to the blue line, fought off by Temkin, rebound, and it does not go. Still scrambling, and they get the whistle as Chaconis thinks he's got a goal. When Chaconis let that wrister go, he immediately threw the hands up thinking he tied the game. Now let's see on the replay if we can see this puck go in. That had to have hit the crossbar and come out. So there's going to be no review on the ice, so I guess it was pretty evident that puck stayed out. Right now, Farmingdale, I'll hold that thought as they come the other way with Meadow. Meadow in front, could not get Immel as Immel crashes into the net. But for Farmingdale, the one thing they really need to clean up, as right now there's a little bit of pushing and shoving in front of the Ram bench. If they're going to clean something up, these two really not getting separated as Bridgewood and Emmons. Farmingdale has not been great in front of their own net. Whenever those loose pucks are free in the low, high slot, that bumper position right outside the crease, Quinnipiac has been stronger getting those pucks and creating second and third chances. That is the reason why Quinnipiac's on the board right now, is because they got those second, third, fourth chances, and finally Kozakowski got one past Temkin. So Farmingdale, if you want to clean something up right now, the obvious thing, at least from this standpoint, is you got to clean up the front of the net. Nice move by Meadow, backhand shot, went wide, but Meadow will get his own loose change. Meadow to the point, nobody home, and he'll get his own loose change again and keep it in. Bridgewood trying to muscle through, banks it off the back of the net, gets it right back on the far side with Kevin Keane in front of him. Immel will walk out, send it right back where he started from. Meadow looking for Bohm off the bench, couldn't find him, right past Burns, and we get a stoppage as the net, it's off its moorings again. Good pressure there by Farmingdale in the offensive zone. They have played a strong game so far, just almost halfway through the second. As their pressure in the O-zone has not been one and done. It's been sustained time. But Solomon has been strong in net for Quinnipiac. Quinones, good recovery there, almost had a 2-on-1 behind him. Icing arm up. Let's see if this puck has life to it. It does not. Icing waved off as Bohm takes a spill. Be Aiden McGinn. Long flip out of everyone's reach. This time icing arm up, and once again it'll be waved off as Quinnipiac beats it out. That was McTavish. McTavish, no one home, so this puck is like a seesaw, just going back and forth, up and down the ice. Intercepted by Brandon Hughes, coming off a shorthanded goal last game. Gloved away Solomon, rebound Juicy, and it'll be Quinones. Quinones in front. Broken up by Kozakowski, and he could not keep that one in. Big hit behind the play by Dylan Smith as he got all of Kozakowski there on the boards. Turnover Quinnipiac. Back the other way, Farmingdale. Hawkins shot blocked in front. Never made it to Solomon. All Farmingdale right now with Signoretti. Brennan now can't keep it. Pushing the other way. Could have a 2-on-1. Brennan trying to recover. Tough angled shot swallowed away by Temkin. Kevin Keane just kept pushing from the moment he encountered Brennan at his blue line to the point where he got some help at the far blue line. Turnaround shot by Glass. Could not find home as McCann trying to work around glass. Good stick there as it comes to Signoretti right in front of us. Noyes now firing one right into the catching glove of Temkin. Talked about in the first period, this is a Quinnipiac team that has allowed 30 or more shots in every game except one. They are well on their way to keeping that trend consistent. But ever since that play by Keene at his own blue line to push it out and counter, they've spent some time in the offensive zone, and as I say it, it's Farmingdale 3-on-2 the other way. McCann looks for Hawkins, finds him. Hawkins backhander, kicked away. McCann, they poke and push, and it's swallowed up by Solomon. It looks like we're not done here. Signoretti was getting triple teamed in the crease by 3 Bobcats, and I think the ref's getting one of them. Looks like he's escorting Jake Russo. Right there, McCann just missed. And then Solomon was able to get the whistle, and then these 3 did not like Signoretti here. You had Keene, you had Levesque, and you had Noyes. All in there for Quinnipiac, but it will be Jake Russo to the box, and Farmingdale back on the man advantage. And they'll start it up with their second unit. It'll be Duffy to start it off, goes to Murray at the blue line, gets it right back. Duffy, Bridgewood, touch pass, Meadow, off the bar! Great puck movement by Farmingdale. You do everything right, but it doesn't work out as Meadow could not beat the crossbar. Murray, Meadow, peels off, shot on goal, rebound loose, and they score! The rebound kicked out. It's a power play goal and a 3-1 lead for the Rams. It'll be Michael Riccio with his second of the year. As Duffy knocked it loose, it looked like Solomon was going to get the glove on it. Duffy kept it alive. And Riccio put it home. Temkin fights that off with the glove. He's spiraling right now for the rebound as McCann was helping him up behind the net. Out of the reach of Hawkins, picked up by Aidan McGinn, and not able to keep that in was Kozakowski as he kept that in front of him as Signoretti was looking for a break the other way. Signoretti, cross-ice Hawkins with some numbers. Leads for Signoretti, he'll fire one and it's gloved away by Solomon. That glove is still effective. Second time in a couple minutes that this top line for Farmingdale has had an odd man rush the other way. As you see, McCann was the third guy high. Before it was Hawkins the third guy high. That led to that power play. Levesque steers it around, but no one home but Meadow. And Meadow was oh so close to making it 3-1, but he met the crossbar. Immel, Meadow, touch pass looking in front was Bridgewood to Meadow, but couldn't find him. Immel, Meadow, trying to power his way in, cannot. Immel trying to help out. Bridgewood on the back check, can't catch up to Levesque. Bridgewood just rattles the boards. with Jonathan Parker as Rotan on the receiving end of a hit from Benjamin Cohen. Bohm chops it down. Long wrist pass finds Immel on a long shift right now. Immel will get help from Kravitz. Kravitz with space, looks to the net, pad saves Solomon, and out of the zone it goes. Farmingdale keeping the better of play, carried from the first period down into the second. Shot, tough angled shot by Dylan Smith. Quinnipiac could have a break the other way. It's Jake Russo, and it's just out of his reach. Jake Russo leading this Bobcat team in goals, 3 goals in his last 2 games. As he was sprung free there, but the pass was just ahead of his reaching stick. Nice move by Zach Glass to gain the zone. That hits off Brennan and into the glass. Wines fires, that one well wide of the cage. It'll be scooped up, thrown back in front, deflected, puck sitting there, and a pad save made by Temkin. Puck stays in for Quinnipiac. Their best shift since they tied the game at 1. Puck bounces up. Might be a counter for the Rams. 2-on-1 maybe the other way with Dylan Smith, but the ref gets in the way to slow that down. Icing arm up, and icing will be the call. .403 left in the second period. It's a 3-1 Farmingdale lead. Eric Immel in the first, Riley McGregor, and then Michael Laricchio on the power play. And the lone strike on the Quinnipiac end, Christopher Kozakowski. O'Donnell leads for Laricchio. Laricchio's got one. O'Donnell, and they score! Laricchio to Sean O'Donnell, and it's 4-1 Rams. As Alex Umbro could not glove that down, the puck got behind him. Gave Laricchio a chance to find O'Donnell. As Zach Raposa could not tie up the man in front, and the lead is pushed to 3. Two-point night for Laricchio. 2-goal year right now for O'Donnell. As Duffy chops out the back of the cage. And a sliding keep by Burns as he steamrolled through. It's going to be a penalty against Quinnipiac. Towards the net, changed direction, almost made it a 5-1 game. Back to the power play, Farmingdale will go. As Jesse Burns got down to a knee to keep that puck in the zone, as Aiden McGinn will go to the box. And I think the fact that he was down and kind of defenseless on a knee, and he didn't have to go through him like that, and he chose to, and then made a little head contact, you're gonna go to the box. Jason Brennan now, man goes down, he'll fire one, blockered away by Solomon. Hawkins, Brennan, looks to fire one again. That one's blocked by Kevin Keene. McCann patiently on the boards, finds Signoretti behind the net. Hawkins, center point Brennan, around the world, back to McCann. McCann looking for a man in Bohm, couldn't find him, and it'll be Hawkins. Hawkins cross-ice McCann, too hard on the pass, as he'll regroup on the bounce and go center point Brennan. Brennan towards the cage, wide, Signoretti, puck free, and getting the stoppage is Solomon. Oh, pushing and shoving here with Bohm and Keene. Bohm had a handful of jersey, but I think we're just going to get separated here. No discipline coming out of this one. .106 left on the Farmingdale power play. Our clock, TV clock says 126, but it's 106. And 2:27 left in the period. Quinnipiac gets the clear, now trying to come shorthanded the other way is the captain Noyes. Noyes with room, trying to get back in this one, and it's muscled away by Temkin. Minio, Laricchio to Duffy. Duffy throws it on net, and he just missed on the stick side. Minio, good keep with the skate. Quinnipiac getting a little aggressive here. Guys coming out of the zone, and Duffy scores! It's Dylan Bridgewood, actually. The puck pinballed around, another power play goal, and it's 5-1. Let's see, did this hit Duffy? It did not. No, not even close. Off two Bobcats and in. The game is now opened up in favor of Farmingdale. They entered this period up 1-0. Quinnipiac was able to tie it, and it's been all Rams since. 4 unanswered, 2 on the power play for Farmingdale State. Dylan Bridgewood will also pick up his first collegiate goal here at Farmingdale. That's an interesting one to remember for Bridgewood as Dylan Smith's shot goes wide. Wasn't even intending to get it on goal. He was trying to find a man in the slot to pass to, and it hit off 2 Quinnipiac defenders' legs and beat Solomon on the blocker side. Farmingdale looking for more, as that one was deflected wide by Dylan Smith. Back in front, Quinnipiac's got to be careful of getting equipment on that puck. Don't want a repeat of the last goal. Temkin dangerously coughs it up. Luckily for him, no Bobcats in front of the net, as it was just Chaconis behind the net. Under 20 left in the period. Hawkins with McCann coughs it up, rotating on the pinch, and he gets burned at the blue line. Nice move by Keene, trying to get some space and through, poked aside by Temkin. McCann, good recovery on the back check to help out his defenders. 3 seconds in 2, and that will do it for the second period. So after 2, it is all Farmingdale up 5-1 thanks to 5 different goal scorers and 2 second period power play goals. I will step aside one more time. You've been watching live on the LI Sports Network. My name is Jordan DeLuciano. When we return, third period puck drop, Farmingdale State up 5-1 over Quinnipiac University. kids everywhere walking. Good. All right, so all stars up. Welcome back, everyone, to the Al Arbor Rink here at the Northwell Health Ice Center on Long Island, New York. You're watching live on the LI Sports Network, where Farmingdale State College up 5-1 against Empire Conference rival Quinnipiac University. I mentioned tonight is Gerrin Hagen night, the young man who tragically lost his life committing to Farmingdale. This would have been his first season, so this night is in honor of him, and the G2H Foundation is here as well. And joining me on the broadcast right now is the father of Gerrin Hagen, Chris Hagen. Thank you for joining the broadcast, and it's great to have you here tonight.
Thank you very much for having me, Jordan. We really appreciate it. My family is truly humbled and honored to have this Garen's memory be honored this way.
Yes, so the G2H Foundation, obviously in Garen's memory. Was that something that was immediately thought of? Did someone else give you an inspiration behind it? Give me the mindset behind this foundation.
Well, we had a tremendous outpouring of support immediately following Garen's accident and passing. Being a member of the regional hockey community, the Long Beach community, which is a hockey-crazed town, as you know, we had so much love and support. Hockey teams just doing raffles and just dropping off money, and we realized we had to do something with all this goodwill. We quickly incorporated the nonprofit with New York State by March 2nd. Garen died on January 13th, and we were off to the races. Our first big event was in Long Beach on April 1st at Long Beach Ice Arena, where we had, from the grace of the FDNY team, I'm a member of the FDNY, they reached out to us, and they played a team from Canada, a Canadian Fire Department team, Mississauga, and we had put that together quickly with Joe Brand and the folks in Long Beach, and we had an undercard game with Long Beach Guardians. A whole bunch of Long Beach alumni who played hockey at a high level came together, and they played Nassau County PD. It was a nice fit because Nassau County PD responded to Garen's accident and had done such a great job. And so it was a nice thing. So that all kind of came together in just a couple of months. We raised a lot of money, and now the foundation, our mission is we support schools, sports, and service scholarships, and collaborate with athletic programs and community organizations to identify any teams and any needs. And assist them and promote a team-first attitude. Garen always put his team and teammates first. He was a leader on and off the ice, and kind of that's what we're doing. We're also working with several community-based organizations, to identify families in need, as well as some first responder-based charities to support them. And that's basically what we're doing, and we're off to a fast start with tremendous amount of support. We couldn't be happier, and we couldn't be luckier.
Anywhere you could tell the audience listening right now where they can donate to, a way to support the cause?
Yeah, you can make checks out to the G2 Foundation, or I believe we have a PayPal account at G2H Foundation .org, and you can donate that way via PayPal. And I believe you guys had broadcast that as well. Thank you very
right
much.
on the screen. If anyone's watching at home, a reminder, if you're watching on the TV at home, you can scan the QR code in your top right. And if you're watching along on YouTube, just click the title of the video. An info bar will pop down. You'll see the links to everywhere that Chris just mentioned, as Solomon makes a nice skate save there to keep this game from getting a little bit more out of reach. But Chris, take me through now Garen's hockey career. What got him on the ice? Where did he play before coming to the decision to join Farmingdale?
Garen started skating at about 4 years old. Started out with some house league. By about 6 years old, 7 years old, he was playing in the Long Beach, what was then the Long Beach Apple Corps program, which became the Long Beach Lightning. He played most of his travel hockey career with the Long Beach Lightning. And then middle school hockey as well for Long Beach School District. He played JV his eighth grade year, and then he was a 4-year varsity player with Long Beach High School. And he had moved on in his high school years. He played with both the Long Island Edge, and then last year he was playing with the Long Island Gulls, where he served as a captain on their 18U team, as well as the captain of the Long Beach High School team.
So a lot of leadership roles. Like you said, he was a leader on and off the ice. Like, just speak to his character. We heard about a lot of, and you just talked about his career on the ice. What was he like off the ice? You mentioned that leadership quality, maybe around the house, around you, your wife and daughter.
Garen was, his friends and folks who knew him would tell you that he was always a friend to all, always looking to lend a hand and help somebody out, especially someone's in need. He had a... found great satisfaction in that. So Garen was always out. He flourished in a team environment. The Long Beach Lifeguard, which is the ultimate team sport. And he gravitated to anything that was team oriented, where the collection of people coming together could achieve everything bigger than only one person can.
And what led Garen's decision to come join Farmingdale State College?
Well, he had applied and gotten into several schools, and he was looking to play college hockey, which was one of his aspirations. He had decided that not to go the juniors route. It was very difficult for him to decide that he was going to go out to the Midwest and live in someone's house for 2 years and delay his college career. But he knew that he could play at a competitive level on a club team. So he had applied to about 6 different schools, all of which he had been accepted, and he had reached out to some coaches. But Farmingdale State had recruited him, and he came here to skate with the team on January 3rd, just about a week or so before his accident. Had a very, very good skate, played very, very well with this team, and like I was talking to the team beforehand, it wasn't just the confidence he had because he performed well. It was the way they made them feel. This is a true family. John LaRochester, Coach Maisie, they welcomed him in. He felt really good here. He felt like he could compete and contribute. His plan was, after he made his decision, which he told me 2 days before his accident, he was planning on skating all spring and summer. He was committed to coming into training camp in hockey shape,
And this night, was this something that your family thought of, or is this something that Farmingdale approached you guys with and you guys collaborated?
No, Farmingdale State hockey program approached us about it. We are completely humbled and unbelievably honored, as Garen never actually attended this school. It really blew us away. His story resonated with the hockey community. We've had people and programs from across the nation reach out to us. When you talk about hockey family, my family we've always talked about your hockey family growing up, traveling far off rinks, living in hotels on weekends, and all that commitment that comes along with being a hockey player and a hockey family. But what we saw after Garen passed was the regional hockey community, both at the youth level, the high school level, the collegiate level, and even local pro teams like the Islanders and the Rangers reaching out to us, supporting us. It took it to a whole hockey family to a whole new level, and we are truly blessed and could not have been getting through this very difficult time or our family tragedy without this love and support of so many, and so much of it is connected to the hockey community, our home Long Beach community, the FDNY. We're very, very blessed to have all the support that we do.
Yes, and a great showing tonight, as I believe we got two guys going to the box, one on each side. We got Brennan for Farmingdale. Yeah, I can't make out the number right now on Quinnipiac. I'll wait till they put it on the board. But yeah, great showing tonight all across, whether it be family members of the Farmingdale team or members of the Long Beach hockey community. And to have Garen's number now, no person ever will wear that 23 for Farmingdale. And that will be Garen's number till eternity.
Extraordinarily, incredibly humbling and honoring. We are just so thankful, so grateful to be supported and for them to memorialize Garen and what he was all about this way.
Now, is there anything down the line, any future events or things planned out for the foundation?
Yeah. We had a big hockey event fundraiser that kicked off the foundation last April 1st, where the FDNY offered to move one of their games that they were playing a Canadian Fire Department team from Mississauga right outside of Toronto. They moved that game from Abe Stark to the Long Beach Arena. And like I said before, we asked the Nassau County Police Department team to play with the local team that was made, the Long Beach, which appropriately were called the Long Beach Guardians, and made up a bunch of guys with ties to Long Beach who've played collegiate hockey and juniors hockey at a pretty high level, and they participated, and we also got so it was a great hockey event. It took off, and it was so well attended that we're planning on doing it again. This year, the event will be again the first Saturday in April at the Long Beach Ice Arena, and it will be April 6th. So we'll share an awful lot about that game when we have all the events for the day all planned out. So we're looking forward to that. But people can mark their calendars if they're interested. April 6th, the Long Beach Ice Arena, the Emil Francis Memorial Arena, I should say.
Yes.
And that's what we're going to plan for this year. So we hope that it's a perennial annual event. And that we're able to keep Garen's memory alive and also have a lot of fun while doing it.
Talk about Garen's hockey career. You touched about a little bit of the hockey family. Did you have a history in ice hockey? Does it run in the family, or is it something that Garen just picked up?
I played some hockey, not at the level that Garen played. My brother played hockey, but really the community that we live in, you know, that arena was built for the New York Rangers in the 60s.
Yep, that Long Beach rink, yep.
And we, you know, it's everyone knows it as a beach community, but we're also a real avid hockey community.
Oh,
so
yes.
that it just is part of it's part of the pulse of Long Beach. So Garen gravitated to that and excelled at it, and we're very, very blessed.
As that puck goes out of play, we got 13:26 left in this one. We have a 4-on-3 power play as things got a little bit interesting with guys going in and out of the box. So Quinnipiac with a slight opening now to try to claw their way back into this one. At the table, there was a big giveaway with the Adam Fox signed jersey, but any takeaways from the game so far?
This team looks really, this Farmingdale team looks really, really prepared, playing very, very hard. We've had a couple of really, really great penalty kills and an effective power play. This Quinnipiac team is no team to look past. They're a skilled team, and I know this is a very big game for them so early in the season.
Yes. Yeah, this game will flip first place as that shot goes wide. Coming to this one, Quinnipiac 3-2 on the year, first place in the Empire. Farmingdale 2-1, second place as that one finds home. It'll be a power play goal for Quinnipiac as the lead is cut a little bit closer. It's 5-2 now, Farmingdale. And Chris, lastly, any message you want to send out to the viewers, whether it be families that are similar situations, or any message to people that want to be a little bit more interested in the foundation?
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank Farmingdale State Hockey, the program, for this tremendous honor that they bestowed on Garen. From the management to the coaches and to the individual players, we are really blown away by their act of kindness. In terms of a message to folks who go through similar tragedies, be open to accepting help. Be open to accepting help from those who love you. Recognize that you're not alone, and there's families who have many families, too often, if you ask me, who go through similar tragedies. The foundation is here to support families in need, whatever their needs are, as well as to promote that team first attitude, looking out for others, and what Garen was all about. His former high school varsity coach in a candlelight vigil the day after Garen died in front of the Emile Francis Memorial Arena in Long Beach, termed the phrase "live like Garen," and what living like Garen is being kind, compassionate, looking out for others, and taking care of anybody who needs it. Thank you very much, Jordan.
So, Chris Hagen, thank you for joining the broadcast. We wish your family good luck the rest of the way.
Thank
Again,
you.
Sorry for your loss. I feel like I told you this off air. I'll tell you it on air. I feel like it's not enough saying. I feel like there's more to be said, but I'm sorry. It's sorry for the situation your family's in. I hope the best of luck.
Thank you so much, Jordan. I truly appreciate it.
Again,
thank you for the time
no problem.
to talk on the air.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it.
All right.
Okay.
Again, that is Chris Hagen, the father of Gerrin Hagen, where this night is dedicated to. Again, if you're watching on TV, you can scan that QR code. If not, you're on YouTube, just click the title. A box will pop down, and you can see all the information you need, links on where to donate, get more involved, and just find more information. And once again, that Gerrin Hagen jersey, number 23, it's in the Farmingdale bench, hung up right now. That 23 never be worn again, as it was retired earlier tonight. Quinnipiac makes this one a bit more interesting. We're just over halfway through. Left in the third as that shot goes all the way around by Hawkins. That power play goal was by number 16, Sean McTavish. There's a rebound there for Signoretti, trying to increase his goal streak, and it went off the glove of Solomon. That's Quinnipiac back on the rush. That was Considine, shot sticked away by Temkin. In a game like this, it was 5-1, now 5-2. It's a 3-goal game, so Quinnipiac still got to keep the foot down on the pedal here. But if you're Farmingdale, you can't get into a lackluster third performance. You don't want to sit back and let this thing get any more interesting than it has to be. We saw the penalties during the conversation with Chris. Penalties were mounting up, and that ice got even wider and more open as 5-on-5 turned 4-on-4, turned 4-on-3, and Quinnipiac was able to convert. Shot from the blue line, blocked in front, goes wide, as Ryan Murray will scoop it, flip it, but not out of the zone. Raposa will send it back towards Temkin's way, as Quinnipiac touches up there on sides. Nick Emmons on the chase. Farmingdale had a tough loss 2 games ago against a Fordham team. 4-3 in overtime, which they let their foot off the pedal as Laricchio's shot is snagged, and Laricchio crashes into the boards. Feet first, lower back first, and he's in a lot of pain right now. As Farmingdale Team doctor Jeff Poplarski will come out and check on Michael Laricchio, as that was a tough fall into the boards. As Alex Umbro was just finishing his hit on Laricchio. And a tough fall. No way to brace for impact, as it's very tough, nearly impossible to kind of control your body in that situation. And you just got to go into that boards and hope for the best. As Laricchio went lower back first. Laricchio being helped to his feet right now. Hunched over, but a good sign. Up relatively quick for such a hard collision with the boards. And not needing much assistance. You see Dr. Jeff Poplarski holding onto the back of his jersey. Laricchio has a power play goal tonight. 2 goals in his collegiate career with Farmingdale in his freshman season. The freshman at Hillsborough, New Jersey. As he'll make his way to the locker room, gets a hand from the crowd. But again, could have been a lot worse considering how fast and quick that impact was. Right near the lower back. And they will assess a penalty to Alex Umbro, a game ejection. Take a look again at that replay of the hit. Let's see if Umbro was late on the hit. Because if he was late on the hit, I could understand. There's the shot, there's the hit. And the hands were down, the elbow was down. He made contact right as Laricchio was shooting. So I think the impact and the result of the hit is which led to the ejection for Umbro. Because the hit wasn't late, the hit wasn't high, it wasn't a cross check. They could get him though, I'm thinking if anything, they could get him on a charge. Because if they do get him on a charging penalty, you know, he takes one too many steps towards Laricchio, and that charging effort leads to Laricchio going so fast into the boards. They gave him for boarding. So a 5-minute major to Alex Umbro, the defenseman out of Weymouth, Massachusetts. He is done for the night, as Farmingdale will go on a 5-minute power play continuous. So with these 5-minute power plays, that clock will continue to run for 5 minutes regardless of how many goals Farmingdale scores. That 5-minute power play does not end until the 5 minutes hit 0. Hawkins, McCann, back to Hawkins. Farmingdale with 2 power play goals already tonight. O'Donnell and Laricchio. McCann, down low, Signoretti. Very patient, they had no need to rush this. Backdoor pass looking for a man in McGregor, gets deflected out of play. But Farmingdale, no need to push the pace here, no need to go 100 miles an hour on the power play. 8:09 left, 8:06, excuse me, left in this one. It actually is 8:09, I was right the first time. 8:09 left in this one, 3:46 left on the 5-minute power play, and Farmingdale up 3. So they would like to have some insurance. So you could see if Farmingdale really slows the pace down, Quinnipiac being extra aggressive on the kill. Good reach there by Zach Glass, but back the other way, it's Farmingdale, as Glass was disrupting the entry of the Rams. Duffy to Murray. Back to Duffy. Duffy, wristers one, and it goes in! Tim Duffy finds the 5-hole, the third power play goal of the night for Farmingdale. It's 6-2. And that stick of Solomon a little bit too off the ice, which gave the opening for Duffy. Farmingdale gets their 4-goal lead back, but like I said before, that 5-minute power play, that clock does not end until the 5 minutes hit zeros. So the Rams continue on the 5-on-4. Duffy will pick up his second goal of the year, as his first came in the first game of the year in their 6-2 win against Marist on the road. Duffy had the 6th goal in that one, just like in this one. Walking in, wrister off a stick. Now is Riley McGregor looking for a second. McGregor to the boards, O'Donnell also looking for a second, peels off the boards. McGregor, top of the circle. O'Donnell has to reach for it and regroup. O'Donnell, wrister on net, deflected by Duffy. Rebound Bridgewood behind the net, Meadow, and a recovery stopped by Solomon. 2 minutes left on the 5-on-4. Bridgewood looking for Duffy, swiped away in front by Raposa again, this time Solomon. McGregor, O'Donnell, back center point. McGregor fires, blockered away Solomon. All Farmingdale in the offensive zone, double block there. Bobcat down in the top of the circle, that's Jonathan Parker.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the winner of the 50-50 raffle.
Jonathan Parker still down at the top of the circle after taking that shot block, as he will get off on his own power. As we right now announce the winner of the 50-50 raffle. Yeah, Parker in a lot of pain. He might have caught that. There's two places that a shot blocker could take a shot and it stings. For 2 minutes, it will be really tough pain and it'll go away. The ankle and right on the top of the knee. There's a part in the equipment where there's a small gap between the top of the knee pad and the bottom of the pants, and that tiny gap sometimes gets hit with a block shot, and when you get hit there right on top of the knee, right on that bone, it stings. And it's either Parker got hit there or on the ankle. But he was down, able to get off on his own power and get to the bench. McCann, backdoor, could not tee it up, was Hawkins, as that puck bounced up and down. Boom, no look pass to no one in front except for Chaconis. .40 left on the man advantage with 5 minutes left in the game. Farmingdale look to go in cruise control now and finish this one off. Improved to 3-1 on the season. And take first place in the Empire Conference. McCann, down low in front, tapped away by Signoretti. It'll be Quinnipiac coming out, could have a 2-on-1. It's Kozakowski's shot off the side of the net, getting his own rebound, and getting a pad there was Temkin. So 5-on-4, 5 minutes ends. We're back to 5-on-5. Pass in front, boom, and he just steered it wide. These two teams will link up again. The next game for Farmingdale and for Quinnipiac Friday, October 13th. And this time will be in Connecticut. So these two teams gotta go one more time, back to back. That should be a trip, and it will be a trip. As Farmingdale has got Quinnipiac, like I mentioned, Friday, October 13th. Then they got Fairfield, October 14th. And then the South comes up north as Farmingdale's got back-to-back nights, October 20th and 21st, against the University of Georgia. And that game against University of Georgia, I'll be on the call here on the LI Sports Network. As Quinnipiac goes back to work on the power play. They got one in this period on the man advantage. Trying to cut this lead back down to 6-3, or back down 2-3 to be more specific. Immel in the box for his trip. To the point, it'll be McTavish, deflected in front by Burns, and they score. Burns got a deflection on it to keep it away from Temkin, but the rebound came loose. It'll be Jacob Noyes, another power play goal, and it's 6-3. So you see Burns block that, and credit there to Noyes sticking with it, able to shed off another defender. Jacob Noyes had 3 points in his first 2 games of the year, and ever since then was pointless. And that will break the schneid right there. He gets a power play goal. Talked about earlier in the game, Jacob Noyes was the team's leading goal scorer and point producer last year. 18 goals and 29 points. Sean McTavish will get his 3rd point of the night, so he's got a goal and 2 assists. So he's on every goal for the Bobcats. So credit to Quinnipiac. They entered this period down 5-1, still 6-1. They still got a long way to go in a short amount of time. Hold that thought, 2-on-1 the other way. McTavish fires, save Temkin, rebound, still loose, trying to poke away the second and third opportunity, and they can't. Temkin, no stick right now. If Quinnipiac scores that one, this game gets a lot more interesting as Siani blocks that one, and he's got to hobble to the bench. Credit again to Quinnipiac. They won't go away quietly. They popped in 2 power play goals and were oh so close to getting this within 2. And I think we have a whistle because the door in the corner popped open. Now let's take a look at how this 2-on-1 started the other way. It was McTavish. He's been all over the ice tonight for the Bobcats. He was with Kevin Keene there. There's one save, and it looked like Keene could have put this one home, but it got away from his backhand. Zach Raposa was there. Raposa had a chance here, and did Temkin get that with the glove? If he did, that's a fantastic stop. Deflected, and making a last-second adjustment there was Temkin. High stick here as Duffy will play it, and we truck on through. Got a minute and 40 left in this one. Heads up puck in the crowd. As it was a nice catch in the crowd, it gets a recognition from the PA announcer. So I mentioned before, everyone all right down there? Everyone's good. It's a tight area here. Watch for flying pucks. You see that on the glass as the camera pans around. It's a tight area. There's AAU D1 that plays on this ice. There's travel hockey that plays on this ice. There's NCAA D1 that plays on this ice. So the puck flies out of play. You got to keep your head up. See, right there on the left. Watch for flying pucks. Minute and a half left in this one. Farmingdale just trying to get this one over with as Quinnipiac won't go away quietly. Nice move by Brennan to evade a man at neutral zone territory. Talked about Farmingdale will go on the road for 2 games in a row next weekend against Quinnipiac and Fairfield. And that will begin a 5-game home stretch, kicking off with those 2 games against Georgia, a 3rd game against Quinnipiac, and then 2 games against Binghamton. So a lot of Bobcats coming up for Farmingdale as Brennan puts a man down as we're under a minute left to go. Temkin got to fight this one off. Brennan still battling, and another stop. Quinnipiac still coming here. They will not go quietly. Trying to get their 4th. Back in front, a lot of pushing and shoving with the sticks. Right in top of Temkin. Nice shoulder there. And this is a relentless shift by the Bobcats, similar to the way they scored their first goal. Parakash bluffs the slap shot, throws it on goal, block it away. Farmingdale not doing a good job right now of rebound control, helping out their goalie and cleaning up the loose change in front. Brennan's going to try to eat it. Puck's still free, and the one eating it will be Temkin with 6 seconds left in the game. I'd like to thank you all for tuning into the LI Sports Network on Gerrin Hagen night with the G2H Foundation representing. Had Garen's father, Chris Hagen, on the broadcast throughout the 3rd period, as Garen's number will forever be retired here at Farmingdale State College, the young man that unfortunately lost his life earlier in the year. The man was committed to play here at Farmingdale as the Rams will pick up the win on Gerrin Hagen night. A 6-3 defeat over Quinnipiac University as the Rams will leapfrog into first place with their 3-1 record in the Empire Conference. Your goal scorers for Farmingdale: Eric Immel, Riley McGregor, Michael Laricchio, who had to exit the game with that collision into the boards, Dylan Bridgewood, Sean O'Donnell, and in the 3rd period, a power play goal by Tim Duffy. And for Quinnipiac, Christopher Kozakowski, Sean McTavish, and Jacob Noyes. From the Al Arbor rink here at the Northwell Health Ice Center on Long Island, New York, you've been watching live on the LI Sports Network. My name's Jordan DeLuciano. We'll see you when the University of Georgia comes to town to take on the Rams. Until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and good night, everyone.